Hello. This is the first time up here with a mic. This is cool. Okay, I don't even really know where to start. There's a lot of things I could say, but there was one that I told Caleb was kind of burning me, so I had to say it. I'm coming up on like a year now of being in this really pressing season. It's just been really heavy, and it's been hard. But one of the things that I've really come to terms with is the fruit in my life that I've been growing, because I've had to eat of it for the first time. And I've just been really convicted and encouraged, but also discouraged in a lot of ways. But every time he's built me back up by telling me what kind of fruit he's been growing in me. And a resting place that I've found has been Galatians 5. And I'm just going to read it because it's just what I've been reading at night or reading in the mornings. And I'm reading from the Message because you'll see why. It's really good. So first I felt really convicted of what kind of fruit I was growing outside of walking with Jesus. So Galatians 5:19-21. He says, "It's obvious what kind of life develops out of trying to get your own way all the time. Repetitive, loveless, cheap sex, a stinking accumulation of mental and emotional garbage, frenzied and joyless grabs for happiness, trinket gods, magic show religion, paranoid loneliness, cutthroat competition, all-consuming yet never satisfied wants, a brutal temper, an impotence to love or be loved, divided homes and divided lives, small-minded and lopsided pursuits, and the vicious habit of depersonalizing everyone into a rival. Uncontrolled and uncontrollable addictions, ugly parodies of community." I could go on. "This isn't the first time I've warned you, you know. If you use your freedom this way, you will not inherit God's kingdom." So obviously, if you stop there, it's pretty hopeless. But he showed me that when I sow into him, a different kind of fruit grows, a fruit that I can eat of when I'm out of energy, when I'm out of patience, when I have nothing else to give. And that's the fruit that I feed myself, and that's the fruit that then I can give to other people when I have nothing else to give. So that's the fruit that Caleb's been eating, because it's not mine, it's the Lord's. But what happens when we live God's way? He brings beautiful gifts into our lives, much the same way that fruit appears in an orchard. Things like true and deep affection for others, an exuberance about life, deep serenity. We develop a willingness to stick with things, a sense of compassion in the heart, and a conviction that a basic holiness permeates all things and all people that he has created. We find ourselves involved in loyal commitments, not needing to force our way in life, but able to marshal and direct our energies wisely. Since this is the kind of life we have chosen, the life of the Spirit, let us make sure that we do not hold on to it just as an idea in our heads or a sentiment in our hearts, but we work out its implications in every detail of our lives. That means we will not compare ourselves with one another, as if one of us were better or another one worse. We have far more interesting things to do with our lives. Each of us is a handmade original. This passage has just been, as you can see, this has been a resting place for me, but it just came to mind tonight. I haven't read it in a while. But I just kind of was feeling this impression that he's been growing a lot of fruit in each of our lives. And we've maybe been eating off of it ourselves, but I think it's time to serve it up to other people around us. And I think that really precious harvest that you've been looking after, you've been keeping deep inside, I think it's time to feed other people with it. And I think that requires humility, but it requires faith that he's going to give you another harvest. So I wanted to share that, and I wanted to pray over all of us, myself included, that we can continue to give freely the fruit of our lives, knowing that he's going to send another harvest, and he's going to keep growing that fruit in us, and that we can live a sustainable life involved in his rhythms, not our own, and that we can rest knowing that there will be another harvest, even if we're in a season of drought. So Jesus, I thank you for the season that's forced me to eat the fruit of my life. And I thank you for this season that's forced me to eat the fruit of your table when the fruit of mine is not enough. Jesus, I ask that you give us childlike faith and trust in your table, that we can know that there'll always be a full meal for us, that your fruit is better than our own. And I ask that you teach us how to garden again. And you teach us what we need to grow for the next season, because we can't see what's coming ahead. I ask that you grow patience, love, self-control, gentleness, humility in each of us. And I ask that you give us the strength and the faith to give it away to those around us. I thank you, Lord, for this time that we've been able to spend with each other and the time that we've been able to spend with you. Thank you, Jesus, for songs.